Go.
What is wrong with you? Why can't you just leave this thing alone?
It's not in my nature.
Get your feet off the bottom.
I don't think you want me to do that.
Pick your feet up!
As you wish. Ready?
What? No.
Maybe next time, you'll think twice.
Let me just go over the details and see if I have them in order here. You were in pursuit of this individual for over 6.5 days, over roughly 1,700 kilometers of deep wilderness, in pursuit of an individual you suspected was guilty of...
Littering, sir.
I was hoping I had read that incorrectly. Because, you see, in the course of the pursuit of this litter bug, you effectively destroyed 3 riverboats, 2 light aircraft, 4 ATV, and 1 punt.
The punt was purely accidental, sir.
As they so often are, aren't they? Tell me, Constable, was there something in the nature of this man's litter that would justify the destruction of over $733,000 worth of private property?
Yes, sir. Volume.
Volume?
And content.
What kind of volume and content are we talking about?
Well, at first it seemed to be domestic, a village dumping ground. But there was a telltale odor, sir, one that I'm sure that you would recognize, like chicken parts.
Farts?
Parts. Closer inspection revealed it to be the banned chemical known as DES, or diethylene.
Bringing the drums in on cruise ships through the deep port at Skagway, then hauling them over the White Pass with the intent
The
of
local
dumping
inhabitants, in an expression of their deep appreciation of the RCMP, have recommended that you, sir, be bestowed with the title of Honorary Tribal Elder.
Constable Fraser, there's a call for you from Chicago.
Hello, Ray.
Hey, Benny, how's the vacation going?
That's everything a Mountie could ask for, Ray. Lots of fresh air, plenty of exercise. How are things in Chicago?
Oh, you know, Benny, Chicago. Listen, I'm just calling to let you know that I may not be there at the train to pick you up.
Well, that's no hardship, Ray. I have legs. I can walk.
I know you have legs, Benny. That's not the point. I'm just calling to let you know that you may be on your own for a while.
Is something wrong?
No, why would anything be wrong? I'm just calling to let you know that I'd like to be there to pick you up, but if I can't be there, it's not because I didn't want to be, it's because something came up.
You sure everything's all right?
Look, Benny, I don't know if they have a similar thing up there in Canada, but down here in America, we have this thing called friendship. And this is something that a friend would do. Like, for example, if one friend calls another friend and he's supposed to meet him at a certain time in a certain place and he can't be there, he usually calls him to let him know.
So everything is all right then?
Yeah, Benny. Everything is all right.
Well, that's good to hear, Ray.
It's good to hear your voice. Listen, I want you to have a safe trip. And I will be in touch.
All right, Ray.
You understand that, I will be in touch.
As a friend?
Yeah, Benny. As a friend.
Oh, for God's sake. I think I provided ample explanation. Ray was otherwise engaged, and taxi policy precludes the transportation of wolves. Come on. Aside from which, we're almost home. The end of the alley, turn right, cross the street, climb the stairs. Won't be as snug as bugs in a fire.
Not an easy thing to lose a home.
No.
Your mother and I had a cabin north of Clyde River, burned right to the ground. A kerosene error. My fault. Your mother and I slept in an igloo for 4 months while I rebuilt it. It was the longest time we spent together.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you weren't born yet, son. In fact, all that time spent in that igloo sort of started the ball rolling, conceptually speaking. But I wouldn't let this get to you. Something good might come from it. It did for me.
You know, Dad, all the years you were alive, and now since you've been dead, you never talked like this. You never told me.
I didn't tell you about Dirt McGurk? Oh, yeah, I chased that rat for years. He walked right up to the igloo. Didn't think there was a Mountie inside. Easiest arrest I ever made. Buck up.
Deef. Surprise me. Ray!
What's the matter, Pops? Something died in your throat?
Not yet.
Detective Huey, have you seen Detective Vecchio?
You mean Ray?
Yes, Ray Vecchio, the detective.
No. The lunchroom, maybe.
Thank you kindly. Oh, before I forget, I brought you a little something from the territories. Genuine beluga whalebone.
What is it?
That's a sex sign.
What's a sextant?
Well, it's a very handy little device. Let's say, for instance, you're tracking a suspect. You can use this to triangulate your location.
Sure, if you find yourself in a vast open territory with no distinguishing landmarks.
I can see how this can come in real handy in Chicago, Fraser.
I'm glad you like it. Elaine.
Hey, sir. How was your vacation?
Oh, very relaxing. You haven't seen Detective Vecchio, have you?
Ray Vecchio?
Yes, the detective.
No, I haven't. He's probably at his desk.
Well, allow me to give you this small gift from the Northwest Territories.
Gee, I don't know what to say.
No need to say anything. Just enjoy it. Hi, Lieutenant.
Constable, you returned. Upon reflection, I imagine that pleases me.
Well, I hope so, sir. You haven't by any chance seen Detective Vecchio, have you?
Listen, we gotta talk.
Lieutenant, we got to dust up in interview 3, and there's a guy from the IRS says he wants to talk to you.
IRS? All right, listen, Fraser. A couple of things I gotta do, but we have to talk.
Ray!
Fraser! Buddy! You have a good time up there in the Northwest areas?
Territories, you mean?
Wilderness, huh? Exactly. Me, personally, I leave the city, I come down with this skin condition. Janie, given any thought to Friday night, be a great first date. Crystal Ballroom, the band, martinis, me.
My dog has a foot fungus that needs some attention.
Right. Is there a karmic chi love thing happening there, or what?
I'm sorry, there seems to be some sort of misunderstanding. I'm looking for Ray Vecchio.
Huh?
Raymond Vecchio, the detective.
You talked to Welch, right?
Yes, I did.
Good. So we're on the right track. Look, I'm glad you're back, Fraser, because things have not been the same around here.
Obviously.
And you want to know why?
As a matter of fact, yes, I do.
Take a look back through history. What do you see?
Well, any particular period of history?
Nah, the whole shebang.
Oh, Fraser, you found him. Good.
What do you see? Over and over is this. Duets, okay?
Hey, Ray, what's up?
Jimmy, you owe me a fin from last week.
Yeah,
Think
yeah.
about it. Lennon and McCartney, Leopold and Loeb, the Three Stooges. Strictly speaking, they were a trio, but in my opinion, they should have dropped Larry right from the start, because you could see the guy, he just was not committed to it. Anyway, I think you know what I'm talking about.
No, I'm sorry, I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about.
Partners, Fraser. Partners. Elaine, you got that stuff on the Docklands?
Who are you?
We're kidding around, Fraser. You know who I am.
I assure you, I am not kidding around.
Here you go, Ray. Files 1 through 7 in the background of the Johnson case.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but I rarely forget a face, and I am very confident that you and I have never met. Now, my name is Constable Benton Fraser, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. I first came to Chicago on the trail of the killers of my father, and for reasons that, well, they don't need exploring at this juncture, I have remained attached as liaison with the Canadian Consulate, and over the course of my time here, I formed what you would call a duet with a person that I am currently looking for, one Raymond Vecchio, Detective First Grade, Chicago Police Department.
Raymond Vecchio, Detective First Grade, Chicago Police Department. Everyone here knows who I am, Fraser. How about you? Ray Vecchio. Yeah, like something off the Christmas tree? For you.
Listen, what a shame about your apartment building. Homeless, huh?
What an ugly word. Well, you could always move in with your friend Vecchio.
I'm not at all convinced that he is my friend, actually.
Oh, well, great. Then you probably won't sweat the fact that his electric blankets.
Getting the family home, all nice and toasty.
I have no idea who you are, but if you insist on maintaining the charade of being Ray Vecchio, it may be of interest for you to know that I have reason to believe your house is about to burn down.
Look, we'll take my car.
Oh, please don't tell me your car's a 1971 green Buick Riviera.
Yep.
Why not? Let's just play along. I believe that was a stop sign.
My house could be burning down. You're worried about a stop sign?
Well, it's no reason to compound a tragedy.
God, stop it.
Stop what?
What he's doing to me, the things he's doing to me.
It could be a sign of affection.
Or what?
Or a prelude to love.
He's doing disgusting things to my ear. Get him off me.
He doesn't always listen to me. As you know, he's deaf.
I'll crash the car.
He does read lips, so enunciate clearly.
Get off me! Exclamation mark!
You missed our turn.
I did not miss our turn.
Yes, I believe you did. You see, ordinarily you would turn at Montclair, cut across the alley, cross Harlem, and then turn right on Octavia.
Yeah, ordinarily I would do that, but ordinarily I do not have a deaf wolf trying to make intimate with me, Fraser. Besides, I'm trying to shake things up a little bit. Routine is a silent killer.
I thought that was high blood pressure.
Now they changed that.
When?
You're on vacation. Oh my God. This is Unit 117. We got a code 13 at 2926 North Octavia Avenue.
Right, you take the back. I'll take the front.
Whoa. This is a fire. We wait for the fire department.
Lives are at stake.
Look, pal, I don't risk my neck for anybody.
Ray Vecchio would.
Cover your face.
Come with me. This way. Stand aside.
Oh, Fraser, forget it.
Trust me.
You I trust. It's the landing that I'm not so sure of. Fraser! Watch where you're putting your hands, mister.
You know, I'm carrying a little extra weight.
All right, I'll push.
Get off me, baboon!
It's hot. Is this my final toasting?
I wasn't aware you could feel heat.
I'm dead. I'm not insensible. What are you going to do about the Yank?
Well, what do you propose I do?
Collect forensic evidence to determine if he is who he claims to be.
Of course he's not who he claims to be.
Well, there are those who would contradict you. You might be delusional.
You know, you might be delusional.
Oh, that's another story.
Well, there you are.
You there in the building? Is there anyone else inside? Yes. Alive?
They are. Bringing them out now.
I don't believe this.
I know it is remarkable. Although Carassius auratus can withstand fluctuations in temperature far greater than generally known.
You went into a burning building for fish?
No, not exclusively. Beef, keep an eye on them.
That man just went into a burning building for fish.
Oh, sure. You take that extra step for red bubble-eyed goldfish.
Kramer, take the back!
Shaking like a leaf. My heart's going 100 miles an hour. Fraser, feel my heart. Tell me it's not going 100 miles an hour.
Franny, your heart's fine.
Excuse me, Francesca. Do you know this man?
Yeah, of course I do. Doesn't he know?
I think he's a comedian. Hardy, ha, ha, ha. So did you hear or see anything?
Okay, I had Linda Ronstadt on the tape deck, and I was in the middle of a facial peel, so no. And Our brother-in-law here was in the middle of his usual.
My teeth. I had the water going. I was working on my molars, right? Next thing you know, I got a mouthful of smoke.
Okay, but did you hear or see anything?
I think we've already answered that.
I said no.
Hey, what are you doing? I don't know where you come from, but I come from this little place called America where we got this big thing called electricity. Word of advice, your tongue, electricity. Not a good mix. Okay? Come on, let's rock and roll.
Hey, Fraser, you know that...
Excuse me, folks.
I mean, I know what you know. You know, and what everybody else knows. And all of that is, known. Do you know what I'm saying?
I have no idea what you're saying.
Come on, Fraser.
Excuse me. Dave, let's...
Before I die of waiting,
Come on.
you can burn down my place of employment, you can burn down my bowling alley, you can burn down my dance hall, sure. But my place of residence, I don't think so.
Hold still.
What are you doing?
It's not important. What is important is that we try to determine who might have had a motive for these fires.
You always state the obvious?
I've never thought about it. Although, you know, my uncle Tiberius, who had a lifelong fascination with cabbage and its northern possibilities, he once remarked...
Forget I asked.
Don't bring up Tiberius.
Understood.
Well, that was good, though, measuring the yank.
Thank you.
For what?
For driving the car.
You're thanking me for driving the car?
But, of course, one yank is pretty much like another anyway.
People are not interchangeable like snowmobile parts.
There you go with the obvious again.
You're right about that. What I think we should do is go back through our past histories. Well, realizing, of course, that's not something you're equipped to do.
What do you mean I'm not equipped to do? I can do that. What about the Bolt brothers?
The Bolt brothers were not arsonists. They were demented terrorists whose MO involved impromptu thermonuclear devices.
Right. I'm thinking,
Other demented terrorists whose MO involved impromptu thermonuclear devices?
No, wise guy.
He's confused.
Geiger.
Geiger was an escaped convict, sworn to vengeance on a legendary Mountie who bore an uncanny resemblance to the Canadian actor and comedian Leslie Nielsen.
Who has yet received the Order of Canada.
Long overdue.
Morgan.
Bank robbery.
Herb Calling.
Aging vigilante.
Bodine.
Gun smuggler. Although it is interesting, his partner wore a very heavy perfume. The base property, I believe, to be a combination of camphor and rose.
What's the connection?
Eve, let's go. The connection?
Yeah, connection.
To Bodine, none, other than the perfume. However, I did detect the odor of ambergris, a base common to many perfumes, in the electrical socket outside the Vecchio house. And the same odor was present in the rubble of my apartment building.
Whoa. You're telling me your apartment building was burnt down as well?
Yes, in all of the excitement, I neglected to mention it.
Neglected to mention it?
Well, the point is, the same odor was present